And I just have an update for you guys in the media, okay? So there's a few things that are currently going on that I have to update you on. Okay, so um, let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, I have some stuff from today and I have some screenshots as well. Okay, the screenshots are not here. Let me show you the first story, you guys, that's like coming out. The first story that's coming out is as I told you that. Okay, it's a few things. Okay, when you see this story, it's that one, Latifah Simon, you've seen her on my channel before. I've mentioned these karmics that they all got together in a group to harass me because they all had their own personal motives. On one hand, there was a female that was feeding people period blood and starting a bunch of shit, playing with magic, playing with different ideologies, listening to nonsense, playing in different like chat groups and Facebook groups, whatever. And learn some nonsense of like, oh, you can become the most spiritual, most powerful. It's this sacred whore in Aleister Crowley, the Babylonian whore, whatever. And that's, she was trying to cover that up because of the drama that got started because of that. And now people are waking up to it. Another hand, there was a group of black women. A lot of them are queer. They got wrapped up in something where they were already getting blacklisted in the arts community, nonprofit community, social work community because of what they were doing with sex parties, starting stuff and then pretending to be gay and fucking on niggas and starting shit in the hood and starting wars and bringing drama to the office of spell work. This you guys saw with the public health director in Michigan, in Detroit, Oakland County, getting murdered. Then what ended up happening was Matt Haney playing in everyone's phone in the social justice field. So this just came out today that this nonprofit leader, Seattle, yeah, she got caught moving big fentanyl, big weight. But who's her supply though? And everyone's talking about what's going on in the nonprofit field. Do you see like, how this is gonna end up blowing up? Okay. Oh, okay. Here's Sam Seattle. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, too much weight. Oh my God. But who are they playing with to get supply? And then how is that? Now, if she's the executive director for the Boys and Girls Club in Seattle, yeah, exactly. Then what else were they doing with that money? What else have they created? Playing with social work, CPS reports. I just feel like, I just had to call you guys as the director. Good, bitch. Thought that you were better than me, talking about with my big ass gut. Good. Go deal with CPS. Yeah, dealing with a bunch of bullshit and drama that they were starting. So I just have to show you guys her face. And you guys just have to see her face, and then you guys will understand what I'm talking about. How they set up the whole entire space for drama. I may not be able to. Okay, here we go. Yeah, and then that's a bigger problem too, is how some people were not moving with fentanyl. Some people were just moving with they were moving. Oh, okay, it won't let me type things in on when I'm on YouTube. Okay, interesting. So it was funny how they were talking about this, and I was saying that a lot of people had gotten their phone tapped, right? And now you guys see it coming here because we all know each other, right? She's at the Boys and Girls Club in Seattle as a black woman. Yeah, that's gonna end up happening. Right? They all know each other. They're on the same network. So I just have to show you guys that. So now I have to show you a few other things that got started. So yesterday, protocols. Yesterday we did a protocol run, and I was showing you the different protocols that were popping up. GPT popped up right after. Okay. Oh, that one was EMF. Oh no. Chem, told you. EMF again, electromagnetic field, and the adjustments that are happening in what's going down right now. SFH with the 37. This we were talking about yesterday for X 86. Oh, it's like a LASH, SFH in X in assembly. Oh, it's saying news. Yeah, it's a part of its instruction set. SFH, and then okay, I'm gonna find it for you all. So, oh, we pulled it up, or SLH. We pulled that one up yesterday, but that's an X 64, but it's in the book. I'm gonna take a picture. Okay, so then I'm just showing you guys this to show you that the protocols are like out here. I saw this twice today. Hugh, run. I told you about the alcohol. That's not a fucking joke. What they did, they played way too many games. APR, I saw this, and then I saw Hue again. And I told you guys about the hex decimal system for color. So it's getting adjusted because of what they've been doing with lights and chemicals. So APR, there's APR, and then EMF again, CXP again, the copper connection system. 813 again. NCF with the 813 again. Do you guys know what NCF is? And then ESP again. Yeez. Oh, for Kanye West. Something's about to happen with Kanye West, so they told me that one. This is the Unix. Dismantling Unix. ARW again. Now ARP. So it was APR first and now ARP. And that's so funny that that was coming up because that's a part of the whole partition table setup. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And then ARP is also something in Apple. Let me just pull this up. Okay, good. Okay. No, that's not. It's an ARM assembly. That's specific to Apple, but ARP. Yeah, it's like it has something to do with like partition tables. And something with Apple that's gonna come up in a minute. CXP again, that copper connection system I told you. Ooh, and you guys are playing with that retail dev thing. I'm telling you now. ESP again. Told you it's a register. XML again. It's a register. Yeah, this one was really gully. RFP for grants and people getting defunded after this whole talk of the Seattle nonprofit lady. Yeah, you guys, that's really fucking gully. I believe it's here. I find it in here. Okay. So there's that, and then there was another one. Just give me 1 second. Let me go handle something real quick. Oh. Oh. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I didn't want to be long today. Thank God. Sunday, fun day. Okay. So you have that. NCF. Okay. Oh, this is the one that's really messy. Okay, good. Right, because also remember that we just caught a bunch of people that were playing with the computer and playing with our communities and talking about harming small children because they're going to be getting quote unquote spiritual powers, right? So remember how long this has been going on tells what the fuck their intentions were and what's really happening. So now the whole entire United States knows that white people have sex in their family like that, and it's very like common, and how their group operates, and that they stalk and harass people at work, and that they start a bunch of shit. And then now Russia and immigration and playing games, and then Europe and a bunch of black people going missing, and everyone's work getting stolen and put it in chat GTP. And they're excited. It's like watching the ball drop, right? During what's that thing called? New Year's. And getting to celebrate with friends and family. Like, oh, there's a new year. But for us, it's like a new reality, new way of being, new system, etc. I see it, right? CXP, once again, this copper connection system is really going to get somebody set the fuck up for what they did. And the fact that the electrical grid is stripped. And that, yeah, it's a lot going on with metals right now that's about to blow up in somebody's face for starting hella wars in all across Africa, Ethiopia. Just now in the last like 16 months, several huge wars got started on the planet for metals so they can make chips to have different devices and stuff like that, that have this and this and that capability for hacking and tapping. And they had this whole goal that the financial industry will be owned by a few people because they have this system that they are running through the computer chips where they have access to everyone's data, this and this and that, and can move their money around without their consent, etc. And a few other things too with AI and like, you know, training a supercomputer off everyone's work and IDE and coding. Right? So, and then that's what you're going to get. You're going to get RIP. So, you know, when we're talking about these things, these are not like small potatoes. You know, the stuff that's popping up on this channel. And even with these, with the license plate, that's a lot. It's consistent, right? So then we move over here. Where's that file? Oh, here, files. TD Bank fined $3 billion. TD Bank is very big in Canada and certain parts of the US. I've seen TD Bank before. But TD Bank got caught up for allowing people to launder money and stuff like that. And yeah. And how did this come out? Cyborgia. I want you to find who's funding them, where they work, who's giving them money, and get them the fuck out of here. And that's how this got started. You guys have no idea. They uploaded hella people. These like Russian, Polish, whatever people, they came here to this country off a deal with the US. And you guys get code, you get pornos, like child pornography videos, and you get like, you know, babies from women that we kidnap in Ukraine and different places like that for white babies, da 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 da. And in exchange, we get to come to this country. We did this back, you know, during the whole space race. If you guys remember Hidden Figures, there's a Russian man working there in NASA, and they're playing with satellites and this and this and this and that. Their families been knowing each other because they all play games, they all start wars, they all start a bunch of shit. So you guys know, you know, they made that deal with them that they can come here, but they were so disgusting and delusional that instantly everybody started fucking complaining in every single state, UK, etc. But people didn't put the like two and two together that they have sex in their family, which is one of the primary reasons why they're like that, and that they have this like nonsensical manifesto about playing with the black and brown community, playing with our music, playing with our artwork, playing with our coding work, playing with our money, playing with our children. And because of what happened with the first level with Donald Trump in them, like with, I will say this, during the Trump presidency, they did a lot of shit, but if you were on your P's and Q's, they only played with certain people. If you were on your P's and Q's paying attention, they only played with certain people. They caused a disaster, but Kamala and them, they've been doing the same thing. Look at this fuckery under Biden and all them with affirmative action and abortions that you guys can't get no more. So pay attention to like the game that they have set up here. Because remember, they're all on the same team with this whole cyborgia, have sex in your family, play games, and start a bunch of shit. So now, one of the things that's getting started here is that cost like a huge investigation. And then on top of that, hoes playing with Drake. Because Drake got caught up with this with TD Bank. How did he get so much money? He has to plan all these different things and he's selling his masters. Okay, he's doing something. Close his bank account. They're laundering money. Drake, yeah, getting shit started in the war that they started in the immigrant community and in the low income community in Canada, in Scarborough, and playing and going back and forth with nonsense. They got caught. That whole thing with Kendrick Lamar and how many stocks do I really got in stock? 1 + 5 is 5. Yes, shit like that. Like you're, running your mouth and people are looking into things like, oh yeah, let me go look into that and all this other stuff and shoe sizes. Yeah, what about let me look into something with a certain case and stuff like that and getting on his ass because he's playing too many games. So that's another way that this got started in my channel because people getting identified for starting shit. It was something with Chiong. Once again, that Chiong. And Chiong, the human meat. They call it Chiong. Some people, there's Pernil, there's Chiong, there's Gumgip, but really it's Chiong. So now they were playing with Chiang, and I told you that, and somebody got exposed and identified with some court documents that somebody has that I've seen and financial transactions. And I said one thing, and that was it. They were on his ass so badly for those Chiang parties. Feeding people human meat. Who's your supply for that though? Because that shit is expensive. And you're playing in H Mart? Whoa, baby. You know what? I'm just telling you right now, you guys have to stop it. So there's another man too, Adam Zwicker or whatever. Something really got started because a federal agent that we contacted about this. I had her email and everything. Her name got blasted. That's what you get on my page. And somebody went to go look into who her affiliates are, who's paying her behind the scenes to play with investigations, what cartel her baby daddy is playing in. Because Los Angeles office, Lauren Gomez, her baby daddy is weapons of mass destruction or something like that. And Halliburton and moving stuff and gunpowder sales, all the type of good stuff. So they went to go look into her, and that's how they found all this out because he was from Canada, moving money all around and starting a bunch of shit and moving fentanyl, but they have a private plane. And that's the biggest thing that was coming out about that private plane and how it was moving back and forth. And then also too, how that fentanyl with contract tracing, how that fentanyl was getting from state to state to state. Is somebody moving this around because it's only in this area, then it stops. It's only in this area, then it stops. It's only here, and then it stops. And then that fentanyl nonsense getting traced right back to them. That's how Drake ended up getting caught up with a bunch of white supremacists. And that's how these people ended up getting caught up with this bank and stealing everyone's money and playing like that because they all built that financial technology playing with Gavin Newsom in them. So now you see how the cookie's crumbling here. They're getting fined $3 billion. The bank, oh, okay, so that means it's done. It's done. It just went too far, and like hella shit is like brewing, and they can no longer play with the American public like that because the virtual reality everyone has seen. Because Atlanta went up in gunfire instantly because of the aquarium. So these motherfuckers are not telling you that, they've caused chaos and calamity in this place. Right. Look at, in the midst of a crisis, California's last drug incineration plant is set to close. Why? Because they've moved all the way. Incinerate what? Right. Go test the air quality. Because some of the drugs they're claiming that they're incinerating, you could test the air quality and see if it's in the air. Beloved DJ Jack Reville dead at 38. Yeah, playing with everyone's music. Okay, this is hot. Yeah, stealing everyone's mixes and starting a bunch of shit. NFL coach diagnosed with cancer at 35 years old. Of course, because I told you what they were doing on everyone's phone playing. So you guys, Yeah, these maternity warfare. I told you about that white ibis. Yeah, capital murder, killing a pregnant wife at home. Yeah, a spell work from space. Really, woo, man. You guys have started too much shit. Yeah, no, not about to start that. You guys have started way too much. So let's go into this NCF one, 813, because that one's really important. Okay. No. Give me 1 second.